Now it's time to use the slab tool to go ahead and put floors in. There's two basic floors we're going to put in, the first floor and the second floor, and there's actually slightly different techniques to use those. The other thing I'm going to show you how to do is put a hole in the floor so you can put in your stairs. You can see I added a set of stairs into this floor plan. You can put any type of stair you want. You can manipulate it any way you want. So to do the slab, come over here to the slab tool, select that, and what we're going to do is, for the first floor, it'll automatically default to a 1 foot thickness, which is fine. That's what we're going to use with both. It's going to say current story 0, project 0. That's fine. What this does is this makes sure that it actually puts the top of it at 0 and the bottom is going to be 1 foot below. We'll say OK. The simplest way to put the floor in on the first floor is you're going to go ahead and use the outside line. So we just use the pencil. When it goes dark, that means that it is going to snap. Once you've got it all the way around, you put a floor in. It's hard to tell. You really can't tell if there's anything different other than now when you go to click in the middle, you'll see that it says slab, and when you select it, the whole thing turns green. So we've got the first floor done. The second floor, though, needs to be done a little bit differently. We'll go ahead and switch up there. Okay, on the second floor, we need to make sure that we put the slab on the inside of the walls, because if we do it on the outside, what will happen is you'll be able to see it when we do the renderings. So we'll come over here to our slab tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up so that I'm only going to put a slab over half of the wall. So if we look, I'm going to do there, and then it's going to come across, there, up to the top, and back. This happens just basically the same way as the first floor. And if we look in 3D, you'll see there is the slab. And I have a problem with the stairs. So I need to cut a hole out for where these stairs are going to come up. Now, depends on how you want the hole to work. You can cut a whole section out, but there's different ways of doing this. The easiest way is, you go back to the arrow tool, you want to select your slab, then you come over here and you click the slab button. When you do this, it allows you to edit the slab that you have selected. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut a hole out where this portion of the stair is. I'm going to start, I'm going to start over here, right here, and I'm going to click this spot, and I'm going to draw where I want my slab to have a hole cut. And I don't need to go all the way to the back there, so I'm going to go to back here. I'm going to bring it up to there, and this allows me to cut a hole. Now I can also cut out a section. If I come over here, let's say, and I want to go about halfway, and I want to cut this portion out. Notice what it does is it actually adds a point to my slab. So I'm going to hold that, and I want it to be even with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to add a point here that comes down to there. And then I can add another point here that's going to come up right to there. And you can manipulate this any way you want so that it will match what's going on. You can bring this point up to there. So that way what you end up with is a floor or a slab that works for what you're doing. So if we go into the 3D mode, you'll see I was able to cut the hole where I wanted it and then manipulate that slab. You can make this fit any way you want. So once you've got your basic slab done, by drawing in here or by adding points on the outside, you can go ahead and get it to be any shape that you need for your structure.